We're joined again from the livestock markets in Wagga Wagga by Riverina Livestock Agents, James Tierney. James, how are you travelling?
Very, very well, Ricky. Thank you.
And importantly, how is the market travelling, first of all, for our sheep producers off the back of Thursday's trade?
Yeah, good day today. Good day at Wagga. 43,000 lambs, and I think we ended up being about 14,000 mutton. Saw both dearer, lambs and mutton.
Yep, that's a good sign. There has been a bit of a rally, even nationwide, by the looks of it, with the prices. Is what's going on there? The processors back in action, in full flow again?
Yeah, they are. Good lambs are a little bit hard to find, and that's being reflected in what they're paying. Although I thought secondary lambs sold quite well today too, stores. But with all your better lambs, particularly export lambs, they're all in excess of $8. A lot of them are $8.20 and $30 here where they are. So they're $8.40 and $50 by the time they get back to the works. Trade land's probably more like $8 or a tick over, but they've all got an 8 in front of them, so most people are pretty happy with that.
Yeah, nice with an 8, not a 7 in front at the moment.
Yeah, and a lot better even than a 6 too, which we saw through plenty of the winter. So, yeah, no, it was good. Pretty good market today.
And so, what's the buyer activity sniffing around the yards? Are you seeing more than the usual traders there?
Everyone's in. Yeah, everyone's in. None of the processors have got too many ahead of them booked up on forward contracts, so everyone's participating. Full field of buyers. There's a bit of life in it. There's a bit of venom.
That is encouraging to hear, but been a bit more slippery on Monday's trade. Well, maybe not in Wagga, but across the national market, things have been very slippery on the overall price on cattle. But
yeah, they have.
Were they a bit better at Wagga on Monday?
Oh, slightly, but there was only 1,500 cattle here, which is a very low yarding for us. That could easily be 3,500, 4,000 this time of year at times. It's just, I guess, the weather or whatever it is. It was a little bit better. It was probably 10 cents better, a lot of it, but yeah, on the back of some fairly small numbers, really. So.
But even in a small numbers, if the quality was good, you'd think the prices would be all right. But is actually there's a lack of buying interest as well?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. They're, the interest is certainly backed off there. From all, I mean, it starts at the top, processors, flows under feedlots, and that takes the confidence out of the restocking job. Look, it was dearer than the week before by 5 to 10 cents, but just it's a real numbers game at the minute. I don't think anyone really knows what's going to happen. I still feel as though the winter might bring us a few better things, but that's a long way away. And
long time between now and then if you're trying to jag a sale, I imagine. But you get the impression maybe the market, after a pretty heady couple of years and people restocking, it's had its fill, probably like a big Christmas dinner, and now they're just sort of sitting back and going, let's just see what happens.
It is. And there's a number of things, that processors tell us that meat sales aren't much good, and there's a lot of meat around in the world, and that America's in a dry time, and those things can all change. That's nothing that's permanent. Everyone knows that the world's in a bit of a mess, but it can all change, and as can seasons elsewhere, which so it can change. It looks to me as though it's a little bit of an overcorrection. I hope I'm right in saying that.
Yep.
Time will tell.
Yeah, we'll check in with you again in a little while, see if things have turned around, but hopefully there is something to be optimistic about. James Tierney from Riverina Livestock Agents. People want to get in touch with you or find out more. What's your website address?
Our website's www.riverinaagents.com.au. Yeah, or you can look us up on the social media.
Fantastic. Thanks again, James.
Good on you, Ricky.